Welcome, my name is Colleen Tauke and I'm a sewing specialist here at Fons & Porter. In this So Easy tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create mirror image shapes in order to create blocks like you see here on the Sewing Center. This kind of a kaleidoscope type block is a fun thing to do, but you also want to look and decide if a fabric is good for making this kind of a block. It needs to have some of a distinct coloration, maybe some quiet space. This fabric didn't have much quiet space, but it has some really distinct bright colors that pop out. So we could create 6 diamond shapes that all came together to create this wonderful effect. Now let's see, one way we can audition fabrics is to use a mirror system like this. So it's 2 mirrors hinged with a piece of tape, and we can go take them to the quilt shop, take them to your sewing room. You may have fabrics already that could work for this kind of a technique, but you can also audition fabrics at the quilt shop. So I've got a fabric here that has big floral design, but it has some quiet space in the background. It has a distinct green and the light blue. And once we lay this on the fabric, and in this case I would be auditioning it to use this diamond template. So I need to make sure that the angle is proper, because then it would create 6 diamonds within there, so I can look down into the mirror and see what kind of a shape will the center of my block have. If I were to even slide the mirror back, I'll create another design. I can move it up and create another design. So then I can decide, is that the sweet spot? Is that the portion of the fabric I would like to use in my patchwork? Now when you're also looking at fabrics, like I said, that one had quiet space. This is one of the coordinates for this fabric, but it's too busy, it's an all-over design, so cutting pieces out of this really wouldn't be to your advantage. This might work for the outside pieces here, but stick with something that has a more distinct design, some quiet space. Stripes also work great for creating mirror images. I've got a couple of different stripes here. One is a Halloween print, one is a Christmas print. And again, we can use that mirror system, lay it on the fabric, check our angle to see that it's proper so that we know ahead of time what our pieces are actually going to look like, and see what kind of a design or effect, depending on where you place that along the fabric, that you want to be repeated in your kaleidoscope type block. Once you find that spot, you can cut more than one layer at a time, so you can cut multiple pieces. This is something that you may not feel comfortable with at first. You may want to just cut one layer of fabric and create one block at a time. Once you get confident of, oh, I like that spot, or I want to move and try a different spot on the fabric, then you can layer fabrics up. But what you need to do in this stripe fabric, the repeat is what we're looking for. So I've cut strips off of here that I could create diamond shapes off of. I am lining up, say, the point of this little leaf here. I'm going to drop a pin through it and then find the exact same leaf underneath and pin through it so that that will stay right on top of each other. I'm going to also go down here, and since this is stripe, I can match up my stripes in the same way. I can put a pin through the stripe so that I know that my fabrics won't shift. Because the idea is that you need, in this case, would be 6 pieces that are exactly the same. So I would cut here, and this is a repeat stripe even, so that little leaf appears over here and here. So I could cut 2, 4, 6 pieces, all I need for a block like this right away, 2 at a time. If you're really confident, you could stack up 6 layers. Make sure you have a really sharp rotary cutter if you're doing that. Now, fabric like the busy one in the sample I have here, this is the fabric that I started with, and you can see here's a piece cut out of it. You're going to have Swiss cheese when you're done, because there's going to be a lot of finding just that spot in the fabric that you want to cut. But you can see a fabric like this where there's a distinct yellow, distinct pink, a bright turquoise is really ideal for making these mirror image blocks. So have fun, audition fabrics using a mirror system, create the blocks that you want, and then, or cut the pieces you want, and then have fun deciding, do I want them arranged with the one fabric to the center, or do I want to turn them inside out and position them for a completely different block? Mirror blocks, they're fun and addicting. If you'd like to see more of our Sew Easy tutorials, please visit our website. Thanks for joining me today.